Thank you.
Yep, of course. All right, so just going to kind of continue on the talk from last week a little bit and talk about maybe some different strategies that you guys can use as far as rank advancement, as far as running multiple business centers and things like that. So hopefully you understood what we kind of talked about a little bit in the first video. If you have questions about that, feel free to post, ask, talk to your coach, or you can talk to me, whatever works the best for you. So this is going to kind of work off the same cycling principle. And remember, we kind of talked about how cycling last week is going to be like that more steady stream of income, what we're looking for kind of thing. So I like to focus on that in my business. So I'm going to share with you guys some ideas that you can use that I actually have used before. If you like it, great, use it. If you don't have to use it. I mean, you can do whatever you want with your business. This is just an idea, okay? So first of all, there's this rule, or there's this thing in Beachbody. There's a thing called U+2. What that means is basically that you can fund up to 3 accounts, U+2. So what that means for you, you being right here, Y, that's you. You can bring 2 other coaches into the business, and your card, your credit card basically can fund these accounts. So let's say you sign up mom and dad, for example. So remember, these are still 2 separate people. It's not like your social security number. These are still businesses that are owned by other people. They're just funded by you. Okay? So we're going to say that you sign mom and dad, for example. All right? So mom and dad, right here's mom, and here's dad. So you sign them up in 2 separate legs. So one right away, what does that do? That makes you an Emerald coach, right? You have 1 active coach in your left leg, 1 active coach in your right leg, okay? So first of all, obviously to fund these accounts, you're gonna have to spend some extra money from your account to get these started, okay? What's cool about this, okay? You might not see it right away in your business, but you're gonna see it in the long run scheme of things, is that now that you control these accounts, you can make these accounts active and inactive whenever you want to, right? So as long as you're paying the coach fee, they're never going to lose this spot in your business. And these spots are important spots because they're directly, if you bring them in right away, they're directly underneath you. So what does that mean? That means as your business grows, you're going to be getting more coaches. So remember, we talked about that whole strong leg thing yesterday, where other coaches in the upline are helping you build that leg. So let's say that that's dad's leg, for example. So you signed up dad right away before any other coaches were even signed up. So now all these coaches that start getting put in your strong leg are going to wind up under dad's account too, just like we talked about last week. So now not only do you see all the volume, but dad's account sees all the volume before you. So he'll get all of this volume down here to his account, and then it'll add his volume in, and that's just going to come up to you. That's going to be your team volume on that side. So now what you can do is, like, basically, if dad's account becomes an Emerald account, this is important, remember, because you need to be an Emerald coach to cycle. So now, since you have control of this account, you can actually sign coaches under dad, right? So you can bring in Coach A over here that you're signing under dad's account, okay? So you're giving dad a coach, basically. And then say you sign Coach B over here. So now dad's account's Emerald too, okay? So now what happens is this volume here, everything that's happening down here comes up to dad first, right? So dad cycles off of, here's his strong leg and here's his weak leg. He cycles off that volume. And now all of that volume comes up to you, and you can cycle off of it again, okay? So basically what you're doing is you're kind of like double dipping on your volume a little bit. So you're earning 2 cycle bonuses. So there's lots of cool things you can do with this. This is where it's going to get a little kind of advanced, a little. So I'm going to go against something that I said in the first video, but this needs to be the situation that you would do it in, okay? So remember in the first video, hopefully everybody kind of got what I was talking about so far. I'm going to kind of go back and forth a little bit. In the first video, remember, I told you that you're building the outsides, right? You're building like this upside down V. You put coaches on these outside legs, right? That's how you cycle. Remember, and I said the coaches you sign, they all have these inside legs, right? That they build, okay? Those are their weak legs. I'm going to go against that a little bit because now you control some accounts in your downline, okay? So now if you control this account in your downline, mom or dad, for example, now when you sign coaches, you really have an option, okay? So if I want to sign a coach over into my strong leg, I could actually sign them here. Remember I said you weren't going to do that? But now since you own dad's account, you can sign it here. So say Coach C, you're actually signing as a coach under you, but you're putting it into dad's weak leg. Now what does that do? That increases dad's cycle bonus, right? Because now you're helping him build his weak leg. So that's cool for him because you guys share this leg. So the upline's helping you build that leg too. So now you're helping dad cycle more by helping him build his weak leg. And it doesn't matter to you because you're going to see all that volume up there anyways. Remember, because you see everything that happens in this leg, no matter what happens. I mean, like when A starts building over here and C starts building over here and you guys are building, all of this comes up to you as that team volume, which is what you cycle off of. So to you, it really doesn't matter whether you're placing it over here in dad's weak leg or over here in the strong leg, because you're helping yourself cycle more. Okay, you're helping dad's business cycle more by building up his weak leg volume. And then up here, you don't care. Because Coach C, you know, like let's do an example. Coach C is getting 90 volume, right? Because they're on Shakeology. It doesn't matter if that 90 volume is sitting over here or you signed up Coach C over here and that 90 volume is down here. Either way, it's going to come back up to you. It doesn't matter to you. But if dad had an extra 90 volume in his weak leg, maybe that's helping him earn another cycle bonus every month. Maybe that's another $14 in your pocket. Remember, not a lot, but you're going to see what can happen over the course of you continuing to do this type of strategy. So you can kind of place coaches where you need them. What's going to help dad cycle more is what you can kind of look at. So now you're helping that cycle bonus and you're helping your upline cycle bonus too. Does that make sense, what I'm saying? Okay. This is a really cool thing that you can do in Beachbody. The U+2 thing. So basically what I'm telling you guys here is that I'm telling you that you can make yourself an Emerald all by yourself. You don't really even need any help from any outside sources. Am I saying that's like the most cost efficient way to become, you know, an Emerald coach? Not really. I mean, obviously you're going to have to fund these accounts, and not only that, you're going to have to keep them active. That's the important part. So the original sign up, say you sign challenge packs, okay? So right off the bat, I mean, you're at least spending $140 times 2, so there's $280 out of your pocket just to get these two in the business and to make their accounts active. And that's only for 1 month, okay? So, I mean, say you put them on something that was 50 volume, that's still going to be another $50 on those accounts times 2. So you would have to be paying $100 a month to keep those accounts funded. If you're not actively growing your business, that doesn't make any sense at all, okay? It makes 0 sense that you're going to pay extra money to hold your Emerald, because just having these two and these two only having the 50 volume that you're putting in, that's not even helping you up here cycle 1 time. You're not even getting $14, so now you're losing money, okay? But something cool that it can help you do, if you are really serious about this business and growing your business, doing this part, if you bring these two in right away, you spend that money right away to bring them in, that's going to buy you 1 month of time to find 2 other coaches that you're going to place here and whatever, over here. So basically what that does is then if you decide to let mom's account drop down to inactive, so basically now all you're paying is the $15 to keep her account here in your business, okay? It's not active anymore, it's inactive, but it's okay because now you have A and you have B over here. So if these accounts are inactive, it doesn't matter, right? Because you still have the 1-in-1 which you need for Emerald. So it's going to buy you a month of time to still find 2 more coaches to basically take the spots of mom and dad. Now what you can do later on, when your business is growing, you're kicking it off really good, you know, now those times when you're like, say your goal is to get SC10 every month, right? But you still have other people coming in. Here's a great opportunity to throw that customer under mom or under dad's account over here. Because what's going to happen, remember, you're still going to make the commission because you own those accounts, right? You run those accounts. That commission's still going to come to you. But now what does that do? That makes mom's account active. from her customer order. So remember, the personal volume can either come from what you order or what customers order through you. Okay, remember, so it doesn't have to be what you're ordering. As long as you have customers flowing through there and ordering, and you're getting that 50 volume points every month, that can keep an account active too. So if you just start throwing, customers underneath mom every once in a while over here, and those customers continue to stay on Shakeology, that's a key, then this account will be active just from customers being underneath it. That's cool. Now you have another active coach over here, right? You do the same thing with that. So now instead of just having the 2 active coaches, you now have 4, and you're well on your way to Ruby rank. Okay. Same idea here with coaches, right? If you want to start building up mom and dad, just like we talked about, you want to start earning that cycle bonus, you're going to have to sign coaches underneath them. So basically, if we remember how the ranks work, which I showed you right at the end of the video last week, Ruby and Diamond, remember you have to have an emerald in one leg and an emerald in another. Well, now you can control basically the hard part about getting all the way to Diamond rank. That's having your emerald coaches. So you can also sign coaches under mom and dad. If you make both of them emerald, for example, now all you need to do underneath your top level business is make sure that you sign 3 other coaches over here and 3 other coaches over here. And you're a Diamond coach. I mean, you can do that pretty much all yourself, and a lot of coaches do it. A lot of coaches do just that because it's smart in the long run, okay? It's smarter in the long run to do something like that. If we go a little bit further, it's actually kind of something that Beachbody even is allowing you to do further along in the business. Even if you don't do this, remember, like I said, this is a complete option to you. Obviously, like I said, you got to front some more money up front, but it could be very profitable for you in the long run. And you control a lot of stuff within your business. I'm going to erase some of this, unless you guys have any questions about anything I just said. Lots of scribbling going on here. Okay. So I'm going to go a little bit. Remember, these are just strategies. Use what you want. So I'm going to talk a little bit further than Diamond rank. There's one other thing about Diamond rank that I didn't mention and why it's cool to be Diamond. So remember, we talked about your cycle bonus going up, from Emerald to Ruby to Diamond, $14, $16, $18. That's cool. One. Another cool thing you get to start doing, it actually starts at Ruby, but it goes a little bit higher at Diamond, and that's what they call the matching bonus. Okay, so at Ruby it's 5%, and at Diamond it's 10. Okay, what the matching bonus is any one of your personally sponsored coaches who's an Emerald coach or higher. Okay, anyone that's Emerald or higher, whatever their cycle bonus is every week, you make 10% of that automatically. Okay, so this is really cool when you think about the chance, or I don't want to say chance, but you bringing somebody into the business and say they just start killing this thing, right? And they just their business explodes, all right? And they're like this 5 or 10 star Diamond coach. If you're just a Diamond, say their cycle bonus, let's just say it's like $1,000 a week. That could even be low if they're that high. Say it's $1,000 a week is their cycle bonus. You're going to make $100 every week just from being a Diamond coach, just from your matching bonus. Okay? Just on that one coach. Remember, it's all of your coaches, all of your personally sponsored coaches that are Emerald or higher. At Diamond, you're going to make 10% of whatever their cycle bonus is that week. Once again, maybe one of those things that starts out small, but as your business grows and your team grows and your coaches start to build their businesses, their cycle bonus gets higher, so does your matching bonus. Okay? This is another little perk. Just wanted to throw that out there for you of being a Diamond coach. Okay? Is that a question? Is that a hand raise?
That's a question.
Okay.
So I'm in, and I have 2 emeralds, 2 rubies underneath me, and the cycle bonus comes through. I would get 10% off of their cycles as well.
You're saying you have 2 personally sponsored emeralds and 2 personally sponsored rubies, and you're
Yes.
Yeah. So whatever those emeralds and whatever those rubies cycle bonuses for the week, you would make 10%. of each one of those.
That's the matching bonus.
That's the matching bonus.
Okay, got it.
Cool. So let's go a little bit higher, okay, just because I want to keep talking about the ranks, because it does get cooler as you go higher. I mean, that just happens, okay? So the next thing after Diamond, the next real milestone rank-wise to shoot for, and remember, I only talk about ranks, not just because ranks are cool to some people and you get cool t-shirts and stuff, but because it's important as far as your business growth, okay? So the next thing after Diamond is 2-star Diamond, okay? Now I'm going to talk about 1-star. I'm going to go right to 2-star. 2-star is another sweet, like I compare, like, I think Emerald is super important, obviously, because all of the cool things start happening at Emerald, like your cycle bonus, Success Club stuff, building your custom, all that cool fun stuff starts happening at Emerald. That's why that one's so important to me. After that, I really think 2-star is probably the next big one. 2-star, just to kind of give you guys, I don't know the exact numbers off the top of my head. I think you just need to have 10, I think it's 10 personally sponsored coaches. So one thing to point out, after you are a Diamond coach, remember we're talking about placement, and it was like you need to have 4 and 4. Or for Emerald, you need to have 1 and 1. Or Ruby, it's 2 and 2, okay? After Diamond, when you're going for 1-star all the way through 15-star, it doesn't matter where the coaches are, like where you place your coaches in your business. It's just total coaches, okay? So I think at 2-star, it's 10 total coaches. I'm not 100% sure. It may be more, okay? I can get the exact numbers if you want. Anyways, I just want to get across the importance that it's total coaches. So as long as, you know, if you just have 4 over here and you got 8 over there, it doesn't matter anymore. They don't care about that anymore. It's just total overall personally sponsored coaches. Anyways, the Diamond ranks, it's very easy to understand. It's total coaches, and then it's based on Diamond on each side of your business, okay? So it kind of goes back and forth. So for 1-star, one of your personally sponsored coaches needs to become a Diamond. Doesn't matter which leg, as long as you have 1. That's going to get you to 1-star. 2-star is going to be 1 on one side and 1 on the other, okay? Also your personally sponsored coaches. You get 1 and 1, now you're 2-star. To get to 3 and 4, once again, it doesn't matter. You could have 3 over here, 1 over here, 2 and 2, doesn't matter. You can get 4-star either way. But to get to 5-star, you need to have 3 and 2, or 3 and 2, okay? So the ones in between, like 2, 5, 10, and 15, there's like what those ranks I just named in particular, there's a certain ratio of like where you need to have your diamonds at. Like at 10-star, it's 5 and 5. Okay, but you can be a 9-star by having, you know, like whatever I said before, like a bunch over here and like a few over here. Doesn't matter. Anyways, let's go back to 2-star. Getting carried away here. 2-star. 2 cool things happen at 2-star. I'm going to talk about the coolest one first. Okay, when you get to 2-star, you get to sign yourself up as a coach. What better coach to have than yourself, right? So as we talked about before, how you could sign up your like mom and dad. When you become a 2-star, you get to open another coach business center underneath yourself, wherever you want. Now you're running 2 businesses. Both of them are linked to you. It's your social security number. It's your business. It's just another one. Okay. So, I mean, you have like this, whatever, monster, cool, awesome business. You get to pick where you want to put your new business center. You can put it in your strong leg. You can put it in your weak leg. Usually you put it in your weak leg. It just depends on where your volume's kicking. You're going to put it wherever you need the volume, right? So I'm going to sign up you number 2 right here. Okay, works the same way. Okay, it's like a separate coach online office, everything. It tracks all of its own stuff. It's just like your coach online office, except it's a different one. Okay, so everything that you do down here, it's awesome because just like we were talking about before, it's going to still help you up here at the top. Same thing with rank advancement. If you rank advance your new business to a diamond, you now increase this guy by one diamond rank, right? So if you were a 2-star diamond and you made this new account a diamond, well now this one up here is a 3-star. because you have another diamond coach underneath you. Okay? The same thing happens down here when this guy becomes a 2-star. When this guy becomes a 2-star, you get to open another business underneath that one. You can do that 25 times. 25 times. It's a lot of times, right? You can open 25 business centers of your own underneath yourself. Okay? That's really cool. It's kind of hard to explain how cool it is until you actually do it, but that's super awesome. So it's like you can just start building this guy, because everything you're doing down here, that's all cycle bonus for this guy, and that business you're building down here, all of that volume is going to come back up to you up here, and you're going to cycle again off of it. It's awesome. It's magical stuff. Really cool. I don't seem very impressed. It is really cool. So that's one cool thing. The other cool thing is quarterly bonus. Okay? So basically how it works at the ones I named, 2-star, 5, 10, and 15. 15 is the highest rank in Beachbody. At those milestones, you earn what's called a quarterly bonus check. Okay? So every quarter, basically, Beachbody cuts a bonus check to those different ranks. Okay? What's cool about it is the rank quarterly bonus compounds. Okay? So basically what that means, I'll give you an example. Okay, these are rough numbers, so don't like take this as like what it really is, but I'm just going to throw some numbers out at you, some of which I've heard in the past, okay, and I've seen. So 2-star, for example, a quarterly bonus check for a 2-star, I'm going to guess is around $900, which means every quarter that you're a 2-star, you get a check from Beachbody just for $900, just because you just get it. Okay, so that's kind of cool, right? I mean, that's like $3,600 a year just for being 2-star. Cool, right? Now say you decide that you want to be even cooler and you want to be a 5-star. Okay, 5-star, that's fantastic. So let's just say a 5-star's bonus check is like, guessing. I'm going to guess it's like $2,700. Okay, so now that you're a 5-star, not only do you get the 5-star bonus, you get the 2-stars too. So if you're a 5-star, you're going to get $3,600 every quarter. Pretty sweet, right? That's even better. That sounds even better to me. Instead of $3,600 for the year, you get $3,600 every 3 months. That's cool. And just to kind of give you like a rough example, the same thing works. So at 10-star, you get 10s, you get 5s, you get 2. At 15 stars, you get them all. Okay? From what I've heard and what I've seen, this one here, the total for all of them, so I'm saying all of these total together plus this guy's, this is like 42,000. Okay? That's 42,000 every quarter for being a 15-star diamond. Okay, so simple math will tell you that that's like $160,000 a year in bonus money. Okay, we didn't talk about your cycle bonus. We didn't talk about your commissions. None of that. That's just your bonus money. Okay, this is what kind of stuff happens in the diamond ranks, the star diamond ranks. The cool part is the quarter bonus. Okay, that's really what the rank advancing is going to get you through the diamond ranks, is a higher quarterly bonus. Is that cool? Sure, it's cool. I mean, earning $42,000 every quarter sounds pretty cool to me. I don't know. Maybe that sounds cool to you guys. Maybe it's like, yeah, whatever, $42,000. Whatever. I mean, it doesn't matter. So that's what's cool about it. Okay, so 2-star to me is the coolest, because of what you get to do by signing yourself up as a coach. That's really cool. Yeah, there's a little bit more managing to do. Yeah, you have 2 business centers, but the profitability is huge, okay? 2 cycle bonus checks coming in every week as compared to 1. And they just keep getting bigger because you keep growing your bottom line business bigger. Growing that bigger gives a higher quarter or higher cycle bonus to your top level business. So it's awesome. Okay, you double dip on the cycle bonus. Okay, The quarterly bonus is cool. Don't get me wrong. It's really cool. But I'm going to tell you right now that the majority of people that are making the ridiculous amounts of money in Beachbody, this check right here, that's like nothing to them. They don't even care about that. You know why? Because their cycle bonus is so huge that this is like nothing. I mean, you're talking about $1 million earners in Beachbody. I'm telling you that you're only going to make $160,000 in a quarterly bonus check. They're making $1 million a year. Where do you think all that money is coming from? It's from the cycle bonus. So I'm telling you right now, they're not just out there selling 1 million 21-day fixed challenge packs. I'll tell you that. That's not happening. But they are building a business, bringing in coaches, showing them exactly how to build their business, how to be profitable, and those coaches are going out and doing it, okay? It's all about duplication. That's how it works. I mean, you want your coaches to be as excited as you are about building a business. You want to be able to show them exactly how to do it, different strategies they can use. Like I said, I'm showing you one. There's more. It depends on what you want in your business and how you want it to work. If this isn't your thing, that's cool. You can run it different. You can sell 1 million 21-day fixed challenge packs. If that's your thing, do that. That's cool too. And that's a lot of money. 1 million, that would be a lot of money. So yeah, I mean, you can do that too. So whatever, right? These are just options. But the key is, and the point I want you to take away from this, is that duplication is really the key. I mean, that's the reason that we do the stuff that we do, right? That's the reason that the leaders do the stuff. That's why we have the Coach Basics training. You know, that's why we do this stuff on team calls. We talk about strategies. I give you guys ideas because I want you guys to be able to do what I did if you want to. Okay? And if you want to do it a different way, there's plenty of ways to do it. Okay? One idea. Questions, comments, anything. Nobody wants to talk tonight.
You guys have got to have questions on that because that's a lot of information.
That's a crap ton of information.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand you probably would be a little overwhelmed, especially you, Lisa. Yeah.
I think I got the gist of it. I'm sure I might have a question, but I just don't have one right now.
Okay. You know what? Actually, since I do have still like 9 minutes, this is what I want to do. I'm going to tell you what my build strategy is, and I actually learned this from some other coaches. So I'm going to share it with you guys right now. This, once again, is an option. It's a build strategy I like because it focuses on cycle bonus, okay? That's what I'm going to say to you. It was shown to me at a Beachbody all-guys leadership conference. So these were two very successful guy coaches that showed me this build strategy. And I was like, yep, I like it, okay? So first of all, I want to say the only reason that this will include any kind of rank advancement is to up your cycle bonus, okay? That's all I want to say before I go into it. Step number 1, what do you think it is? Pretty simple. Emerald. You can't cycle bonus until you're Emerald, right? It's got to be step 1. So step 1 is become an Emerald coach, okay? They suggested, very much like I did, that you run these accounts as well, okay? Because it's going to help later. So step number 2, Diamond. Why Diamond? Because Diamond's going to increase your cycle bonus from $14 to $18, right? So, Diamond coach. Here. Okay? How do you become a Diamond coach? 8 coaches. You already had your 2. 3 and 3 more. And you need emeralds, right? So what do they suggest? They suggest that you build A and B to be your emerald coaches. You already run the accounts, right? So A is going to be an emerald and B is going to be an emerald. Fantastic. Now you have 3 cycle bonuses. A cycles, B cycles, U cycle. You get them all. Okay? So far, so good. Everybody getting it so far? We're getting it? All right. Suck it in. This is good stuff. All right. So now you're diamond, right? So are we on step 3, maybe 4? Do you timeout? Is that a timeout? Okay.
Throw a flag on a play. Just so I can be an experience that you guys can build off of. I didn't do this, and now I go back and I understand it more, but situations were different when I started. But I didn't use, mom and dad on leg 1 and leg 2. So I don't have that right now, and I'm kicking myself in the rear. Okay? So make sure if you go any route, listen to Gavin and do that. Okay? Because my 2 emeralds are random people. So it would be really nice to earn $28 off of their cycle every month, and then on top of mine. So, Gabe, go.
Yeah, that was good. Hey, I'll just play devil's advocate on myself a little bit here too. I didn't necessarily do this either. Okay. I did have one. So I have my dad's account, which is basically directly underneath me in my weak leg. But my wife's account is actually far down my strong leg, and that sucks. Okay. Because I'm going to give you guys an example of how much. Okay. So I have a lot of volume that comes through my strong leg every month. I'm talking like maybe close to 30,000 volume points every month in this leg. So I'm building my weak leg like crazy. But now see, since I didn't do that, since I didn't sign my wife right away, instead of her being right here, she's like all the way down here, okay? Now, all of this volume in between, she doesn't see that. So now she's literally missing out on maybe like 10,000 volume points every month because I didn't sign her right away. That's what I'm saying. You don't really see it right away, okay? And that's kind of the downer because people will follow my strategy and they'll be like, well, this doesn't make any sense. I'm spending so much more money and I'm not getting anything out of it. I get it. I totally understand. But if you at least keep those accounts there, even if they're inactive, if you pay that $30 extra every month, that's one Shakeology sale, by the way. If you pay $30 extra every month just to keep those accounts in these spots, activate them whenever you want. You can wait until there's 20,000 volume points down here. At that time, you better get this thing to Emerald so it can start sucking in all the volume. Even if it's just banking it, it's sucking it all in and it can collect it, okay? So that's like an important concept, okay? I get it. If you don't want to follow it, cool, but just saying, that could happen. Next step, okay, we were on Diamond. All right, next step after Diamond, 2-star. Why 2-star? Because you get to open up another business account for yourself. And just a bonus, you get the quarterly bonus, okay? It's not part of the cycle bonus, so I'm not really going to 2-star because I want the cycle bonus. You get it. I'm going to 2-star because I want the new business center. So how do you get to 2-star? You sign as many personally sponsored coaches as you need under yourself. And then what do? You make A and B both diamond coaches. So you make mom and dad diamond coaches. How cool is that? You basically have controlled everything that's happening into your business all the way up to 2-star. Now, mom and dad are both diamond coaches, accounts which you can control. So if they're losing coaches, you just sign more coaches under them. You keep them at diamond. You can do whatever you want with those. Now they're earning $18 on their cycle bonus. You're earning $18 on your cycle bonus. You have 3 business centers all earning $18 cycle bonuses. And all hopefully, I mean, if mom and dad are both diamond coaches, that means they at least have, how many coaches is that? 12 coaches underneath them each, plus the ones you had to sign are both underneath them on either side as well. So, I mean, you're talking at least 25, 30 coaches each way. And that's without the strong leg that the upline's been helping you build on one side too. So just so you get an idea, I mean, your business is growing, okay? 2-star. Then you're going to go to 5-star. 5-star really doesn't have any kind of advantage cycle bonus wise. The only reason that they suggested going to 5-star is 5-star seems to be the rank where Beachbody really seems to notice you. Like 5-star seems to be like that magical rank. So Beachbody starts like calling you up like, hey, what's going on? And so by you getting visibility with Beachbody, that can help your team. You know, so if like corporate wants to come to your Super Saturdays and things like that, that's just going to build up, you know, more people, more interest in you, which is hopefully going to help you build your business more. That's why you go to 5-star. Okay. Now 5-star, remember, you're not going to be able to really do that all by yourself. You're going to need a little help. You can get to 3-star by yourself because remember at 2, you signed yourself up underneath you. If you get that guy to diamond, right? This one's already at 3-star. So you just need 2 other people that you signed up to go diamond. That's going to get you to 5. Okay. After you get to 5-star, the last and final step that I'm going to share with you is you want to get 5 5-star coaches underneath you. 5 5-stars. If you have that, you're going to be getting a killer cycle bonus. Okay? That's all I'm going to say. Because being a 5-star coach, there's a lot of coaches underneath you, right? I mean, you're seeing it already here just with going to 3-star. So if you had 5 5-stars underneath you, it's a lot of coaches. A lot of cycle bonus. That's my build strategy that I learned from other coaches. I like it, focuses on cycle bonus. If you like it, you can use it. If you don't, do whatever you want. Okay? So before we get cut off, I just want to say thanks for joining me and trying to understand everything that I'm saying here. The call's recorded, so I'll post it on the team page whenever it's done. All right? Thank you. I'll talk to you guys later.
Thanks, Gav.
Yep.
Thanks, guys.
Bye, guys.